Hello everyone. Today I'm gonna discuss with all of you Stephen Krashen's language acquisition theory. Stephen Krashen is an American linguist, educational researcher, and a political activist is known for his theory of language acquisition. Language acquisition theory states that acquisition learning are two separate processes. There are 5 main hypotheses used by Krashen: the acquisition learning hypothesis, the monitor hypothesis, the natural order hypothesis, the input hypothesis, affective filter hypothesis. Acquisition learning hypothesis. Based on the diagram, Krashen claims that among all the hypotheses he used in the theory, it is the acquisition learning hypothesis that serves as the fundamental, it is base, or the core. Based on the diagram, this is how Krashen explained the concept of acquisition learning hypothesis. There are 2 independent systems of foreign language: the acquired system and the learned system. Acquired system, a product of a subconscious process very similar to the process children undergo when they acquire their first language. Example: when we say language acquisition, a child normally knows the language according to the surroundings she grew up without the help of professionals. Learned system, a product of formal instruction, and it comprises a conscious knowledge about the language. Learned system is where a child engages in formal education that involves intentional knowledge of the language. Monitor hypothesis. On this diagram, according to Krashen, the acquisition system is the utterance initiator, while learning system performs the role of the monitor or the editor. In other words, the second language student can use learned rules to monitor or correct his language either before or after the moment of production. Now, learning serves to develop a monitor, an error detecting mechanism that scans utterances for accuracy in order to make corrections. Now, monitor hypothesis explains the relationship between acquisition and learning and defines the influences of the latter form. According to Krashen, for the monitor to be successfully used, there are 3 conditions must be met. First, the acquirer or the learner must know the rules. Second, the acquirer must be focused on corrections. Third, having time to use monitor. Affective filter hypothesis. On this diagram, Krashen claims that learners with high motivation, self-confidence, a good self-image, a low level of anxiety and extroversion are better equipped for success in second language acquisition. But if a person is feeling negative, such as lack of motivation, lack of self-confidence, and learning anxiety is act as a filter that hinder or obstruct language learning. Input hypothesis. This hypothesis suggests that language acquisition occurs when learners receive messages that they can understand. For example, if there are more than 100 new words in a 1,000-word passage, the learner cannot understand it at all, let alone he can benefit from it. Comprehensible input, formalized by krashen as I plus 1, and I refers to learners' current level of a second language. In order to allow learners to continue to progress with their language development. Natural order hypothesis. Order of language development exhibited by infant, young children, or second language learner. For example, a native Filipino speaker can grab Bisaya grammar on their own without even any help. So, as a result, a grammatical syllabus cannot be structured using specific method. Thank you for listening to my boring discussion. God bless us all and stay safe.